Hi everyone, I'm going to review the Emini Future on Monday, 4th of May. And this is the daily chart. You can see that for the past 2 weeks, it has been, in fact, the entire April, it has been very, very bullish, right? And it broke above 7,000 and go all the way to last Friday, all-time high at 7300, right? So in a way that last Friday we managed to hit a all-time high and then create a small doji here. So in the way that today, let's see where the price action is going to be. I think likely today the open is going to have a gap down. So we are going to see that maybe it's going to be an inside bar or breakout further or maybe down. Okay, so for the 5 minutes bar, let's see, this is the price action from Friday. You can see you go all the way up to 7300 all-time high, and then there's a broad bear channel down to the close. In fact, the last 15 minutes there's a massive sell-off here, and today we open around a small gap here for the first time. And this is the Globex chart. You can see that not much price actions, except there's a massive sell, probably some news from the Iran news here, and a massive sell-off, and then slowly climb. Right, so you get down. If the price is going to go up, probably it's going to stall around here at 7265 area or before that. All right, or here. Okay, we'll see. Okay, so now let's go bar by bar. I have mapped out the price level here. Okay, market open around a gap down here. First, already a doji here. So that indicate that it's going to be a price. It's going to be a trading range at least for the next 1 hour, right? And second bar two, inside bar, and we're thinking of either breaking down above, but looking at trading range, even if it break down, it will not go very far. There's a likely Monday, 80% of the time, it will close the gap right here, right? So there is going to be a very huge magnet that the price will reach the gap over here. And indeed, number 4 break above the high of bar number 1 indicate that likely it's going to be a trading range, but so far the market is always long here. So from here, I'm looking at how do I get into the long over here. Okay, and price action, I did not place immediately here, but since it break out the trading range here, I want to take a bet and go long here, since we are going to likely going to close the market close for last week. Okay, by the way, in order to see what is the price close of last week, we actually don't look at the 5 minutes bar. We look at the uh, the daily chart. So daily chart shows that it's 7 to 55, 58. So 72, 58. This is going to be a close of the week. So likely it's going to close this gap, and maybe if there's no bear selling much here, the price likely is going to go higher. So I place a long here with stop loss here, and aiming for 1:1. So likely 1 to 2 here, stop order, and my target 1:1 around here. And since that, I say that likely it's going to be a resistance here. So 63, 62. So uh, I actually adjust my profit slightly before here around this region 65 or 64 around here. Anyway, um, I got in here, and then the market, although you can see that there's tail on both sides, but market is always long, right? And this is a shaved top, meaning that there's more urgency to get. From here, it almost reaches the close in the way that so that ideally I should place another entry here to get in long here, but because it is reaching the close of last week, I'm afraid that it might just bounce back, so I did not get in the second entry. I did not get a second entry here. Okay, now bar 7, it's a bear bar, likely because the is reaching the close of 58, or we can say that this is a mini wedge. Okay, go up, down, 2, up, 3 here, right? So likely it's going to be and reverse down. However, this is not a good good sell because of the huge tail up and bottom before. And you can see that there's urgency. There's bull are buying around the uh, open of bar 4 here or even bar 5 here. So it break further towards the 61, and then I took profit here, and you see that once price reaches around here, the measure move up here, the strength of the bull strength start to diminish. One, you can say that this is a full this is a second leg, and then we're going for leg. So from here, I was considering whether I should get in here, but because this is a very particular resistance here, and then if I get in here, the trader's equation is not ideal. Although there's potential to go further up around here, this region is possible, but I didn't enter. So you go all the way up here and still go on here, all the way here, but somehow you can see that there's still above. That means that there is seller around this region, right? And then start to stall, right? And this is probably a huge surprise bear bar. And at the time, there's a financial juice news that about Iran hitting U.S. Navy ship over here. So probably people are selling off the news. And also, this is from trader's equation perspective, it is an okay short over here. This is not a good follow through bar from this news, but because this is such a good, strong bear bar, likely it's going to be a second leg down. So in a way that after this bar, this is the inside bar, I could have shorted around here or here and aim for 1 to 1 or 1 to 3. That's if I got to here, even here, conservative speaking, 1 to 1 here. So in a way, we need to bet on here. But if it's say around here, okay, I think this is a reasonable short to justness around the low of bar 1. Okay, it break it down, likely it's going to go further, and this is the massive sell for the bear. You can see that it reaches the targets here. If I say here, not yet. So if I say here, yep, and then further sell off because the news is probably bring lots of bear into the market here. Okay, And once you can see that once it reaches the 2R, okay, bulls start getting in and create a trading range over here. But is it a good reversal bar? Is it a good reversal bar? This is because 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a too strong a bear for us to get long here. So if there's no long here, bear probably would take this bar as an entry signal to sell short further. Okay, trading range, and you can see that although there's a bull bar, it break a bit below bar 27, and then this is probably the final like 1, 2, and this is trading range and another one probably, and you can see that bulls are getting in and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, you can see this is possible exhaustion legs as well, and market reverse here. This is a solid reversal bar, but the upside I wouldn't say because of this range. Okay, yeah, it managed to go, let's say if I enter here or here, can it get back to here? No, not yet. So the rest of the day, the bears are in control. As you can see that most price actions are still below the 200 moving average. So that's the price action. Okay, so in the way that my trade, I got in around here. Okay, I got in around here. Let me show you. I got in around here, and this is my very first stop loss, right? And then it retraced back, although I could have entered here because I know that there are buyers here, but because the bar is a trading range, I wouldn't risk it. So once the bar number 9 is a huge bull bar, I shifted my stop loss to under bar 4 to have a better trader's equation, and I take profit around here. Right. What I could have done better is that this is a trading range. This is the very first breakout of trading range, and usually the first breakout will not go much further. You will probably retrace back, and then the price will find better buyers, and then we'll break out the second pullback, the first pullback, and go up. So what I can do is be patient. So even when it first pull out, yes, I place trade around here, but I could actually place trade after the buy number 5 close, so a bit here, to make sure there's more higher probability, right? And I can also add my second entry to a second contract at the high of here or here. As you break out further up, then I will have 2 contract over here, and I could have stick to my 1-to-1 instead of adjusting down here, but it's not a big issue here. It's just I think about 1 to 2 points difference. I think 2 points difference here, in a way that it's not a bad trade. I managed to see the huge bar here, but I was a bit too tired to trade further, so I closed the platform. But this bar should be a bar that I could have placed a trade somewhere around here to go to follow through to get another 1-to-1 or 1-to-2 trade, but I didn't because I was too tired. So yeah, that's the market review for today.